Hello everyone, I'm Connor from Reveal IT and today I'm going to be showing you how to purchase a laptop. So for the first step of this tutorial, you're going to open up the web browser of your preference. I'm going to be using Google Chrome and you're going to search for buy a laptop or so when you search for that, you're going to have various results pop up. So for example, here we've Currys, we've Harvey Norman. I'm going to be using Harvey Norman for this tutorial. So when you're ready to click on the link, you can click on it. If you want to use a different website, such as Currys, for example, you can. Then on the right here of the Harvey Norman website, you can see all the laptops for sale. Then on the left, you can see a filter section, so you can filter based on your needs. So for example, if you have a preference of brand, Acer maybe, you can click on that. And it's going to filter to only show laptops on the right that are Acer. Then if you wanted to add a budget, so maybe €200 to €900, you can click update and it's only going to show laptops that fall within that budget range. So here you can filter for color. I only have one at the moment, but that's because of the filter. So if I remove the Acer, for example, that will expand. So here you can see black, blue, silver, gray, gold, and so on. You can filter for RAM. So if you have a preference of 8 gigabit over 4 gigabit RAM, you can filter for that. The processor type, so whether it's a Ryzen or an Intel, it could be i3, i5, i7, or so on. You can filter for the operation system, the refresh rate. So here, operation system. So if you have a preference of Windows 10 over Windows 11, you can filter for that. Or if you have a certain requirement for a battery life of 42 hours, you can filter for that. And it's only going to show laptops that meet that 42-hour battery life. I'm going to unfilter for that. And once you've specified what you want the specifications for your required laptop to be, and you found the laptop you want to buy, you can add that to your cart. So for example, I'm going to click on this one here, and now you can see more pictures of the product. You can click through them if you want, get different views of it. And if you scroll down, there's optional extras you can buy if you want. So if you want a mouse, you can also add that too. We're going to ignore that for the moment. If you come down here, it's going to give a description on the product. You can read more about that. It will go into the product in detail for you. You can check out the specs of the laptop. So here we'll give you all the specs on the product. You can click on reviews here. So this section is for anyone that previously bought the laptop. They might have left a review via the write a review button here, and you can leave one too if you want after you get the product and give your opinion on it. So if you wanted to filter here for the bad reviews only, so you can see here that there's 4 one-star reviews. You can filter for them and you can read them. If you want to filter for the 5-star, the good reviews, you can filter for them too. There's more information then on returns here, for example. So, but once you're happy and you're ready to buy, you can come back up. If you want product care, you can select that. I'm going to go for no. So it will give you the cost as well, depending on the time frame you're going for. So for example, there, if you want 36 months, it will be 129. If you want 48, it will be 149. I'm going to go for no thanks. And then when you're ready, you can go add to cart. So now it's giving you the option to add the product here again. I'm going to keep it at no. You can continue shopping. So if you want to go back and look at more products, you can. You can view cart if you're ready to buy. Here it's just talking more about product care, what it is, the protection it offers, the support, and so on. I'm still going to keep it at no, but if you're buying a laptop for yourself, it might be something you'd want to consider. So you can read more into it here. Here it's giving you the option to add more products again. I'm going to demonstrate something in the cart page at the moment, in a moment. So I'm going to actually add another product. I'm going to add the mouse and then you can come up and click view cart and you're going to be brought to your cart page. So if you added another product, but you decided you didn't want it anymore. So for example, I already have a mouse at home, so there's no need for another one. You can come over here to the X in the corner and click on it, and it will remove the product from your cart. So now we're back to the product that we actually want to buy. So if we scroll down, it's giving us the option again. I don't want to add any more though. You can continue shopping. So if you want to keep browsing, you can. If you have a promo code, you can enter that here and click apply. And when you click apply, that will be deducted from the total cost here. And then when you're ready to proceed to checkout, you can. So click proceed to checkout. Then you have the option of either delivery or click and collect. So I'm going to go for click and collect. So you can see here it's available in all of these stores. What can happen is you could have a red X, and what that means is it's not available for click and collect. And in that case, what you would have to do is you would have to click on delivery and get it done that way. Another option could be a yellow tick, which means limited availability, which means for your selected store, for example, I'm going to go for Waterford. If that was yellow, that would mean that there's a limited stock available in Waterford. So that's all that means, but you would still be able to get it for click and collect. But once you found the store you want to click and collect from and you're happy, you can click on it. I'm going to go for Waterford. And then you can input your personal information. Then I've input my name, my email, my phone number, my billing address, the name of the person collecting the order. So you might put a different name. If, let's say, your partner was going to collect the order, you can put in your mobile phone number for the shipping notifications. That's optional though. You can add notes to your order. So if you go into that text box there, if you want to add a note to your order, you can. If you have a coupon code, you can add it here and click apply. If you have a Harvey Norman gift card, you can enter the card number and the card PIN and click apply, and that would be deducted from the price then. And then down here, you can select your method of payment. So I'm going to go for card payment, and you can enter your card details here then. So, and then the expiry date, and then the CVV number, which is the 3-digit number at the back. There you go. And then when you're ready to buy, you can click I agree, and then submit my order, and then your order will be processed. So that's how you purchase a laptop. Thank you very much for listening.